Hi, it's Stuart Sutton at Agent Finder. Hope you're having a great day. When I was a teenager, my folks allowed me to own a motorcycle. I helped pay for it, of course, but they only allowed it because I made them a couple of promises. One, I would never ride it on the street. And secondly, I would learn all the rules. I would learn how to work on the motorcycle, how to maintain it, and I did all those things. But I had a particularly bad spill, even though I was simply riding on trails and over hills and through the woods, all that good stuff. But I took a particularly bad spill, and on the way to the hospital with blood all over my face and my teeth kind of bashed in, I begged them to let me keep the motorcycle because this was unusual. This was a one-time thing. It was probably never going to happen again. Well, they agreed to let me keep the motorcycle. But about 2 weeks later, when I was preparing it for sale, because they had only agreed to let me keep it because they thought I was in shock, but I was preparing it for sale. I polished it up, made it look fantastic. It was gorgeous. First buyer made me an offer first day. I thought I could do better, so I turned it down. A few days later, I got another offer and turned it down. About a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I got a third offer and thought about it, but the buyer went away. About a month after that, I got another offer. It was the first buyer who had come back. I thought, well, he'll give me what he offered the first time. Nope, offered me lower than the very lowest offer I had gotten. Well, guess what? I took it. I needed to sell the motorcycle. I promised I would sell it, and I needed to move on. How does that apply to you selling a house? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how it applies. Let's take a look. So I've been in all markets, everything you can possibly imagine. Boom markets, where you put a house in the market and have dozens of offers within the first 24 hours. I've been in one where you put it on the market and you'll be glad if you sell it in 6 months to a year. I've been in every market you can imagine. One market that we are familiar with at this point is a downtrending market. The bottom line is that prices have slipped, time on the market has increased, buyer demand has decreased, but we're still selling houses. We always have. I've sold houses in the very worst possible markets you can imagine and sold them steadily. But you have to change your perspective. If you have an agent, and when we refer you an agent from Agent Finder, they are going to be top notch. They're going to be one of the most qualified agents possible to sell your specific home. When they make a recommendation for a price range, you really ought to listen. Now, are there agents that will make recommendations just so they can get your listing? Well, sure, but not Agent Finder agents. They're going to make it based on data and analysis, even if they risk you not listing the house with them, because that's the professional thing to do. What we see in a downtrending market is when sellers price too high, they end up losing overall. Just like I did with the motorcycle. So think about pricing competitively, and we use the term at or below market. We're not talking about going way, way below market, but we're also talking about you not chasing the market. In other words, having to continually lower your price over and over and over. Now, have I represented sellers in my career who did that? Yes, and we got their home sold. Let me share this with you. The difference in selling your home in less than 30 days or over 60 days can be 5 figures. 5 figures. That's with an average price home in our market. Now, don't know what your particular neighborhood or subdivision is like, but keep that in mind. When you go to 6 months, and it's not common in a downtrending market to see homes in the market 4, 5, 6 months, 8 months, a year. It's not uncommon, but that can be, for an average price home, that can be $25,000 less than if you priced it right to begin with. When you're chasing the market, you're trying to keep up with it. When you price right to begin with and sell in less than 30 days, you might be pricing lower than you had hoped, but you're going to end up with more money in your pocket. It's proven over and over and over. I cannot even begin to tell you how many neighborhoods I have analyzed, how many markets I have analyzed, and pricing well to sell in 30 days or less is how you're going to maximize your profits. That's just simply the way it is. Now, I've had sellers tell me, yeah, well, I think that agent's trying to get a low price so they can get a quick commission. Are agents immune to that? Probably not. But the agents that we refer are proven. In other words, we use standards that are higher than even you would in other services use. We are only referring agents with very strong, professional, proven track records. So think about listening to your agent, listening to their suggestions, even if you've done your own research. I've had so many sellers do their own research and perceive the market one way when their agent perceives it another way. Think about listening to that professional. I'm not saying you're never, ever going to have an exception, but I'm saying the general rule is simply this. If you chase the market, you're going to lose. Hope that makes sense. I put another video up here for you. This is about pricing as well. And it's a very little known rule that will help you with the number of views you get on your home when you put it on the market. Take a look. Hope it's helpful. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, it's your choice, so make it a powerful day.